जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत जय श्री अद्वैत गाधा शिवस्ति गौर जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गाधा शिवस्ति गौर भक्त हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Okay. Today is Tuesday. It is 13th of January 2026. And it is Narayanam, sorry, it is Madhav Masa or Magh Masa, Krishna Paksham. And Dasmi Tithi. There is one event, it is Lohri. And also it is also called Bhogi in some part of the India, southern India. So this is again very festival. Sankranti festival starts from today, for it will go for next 4 days. It is most jubilant and auspicious throughout India. People celebrate with lots of happiness. All the children, they're all enthusiastic to celebrate each and every festival. Okay, just 2 lines from the response perspective. So people ISKCON society celebrates the Bhogi, the first day of Pongal or Sankranti harvest. Of course, we do not celebrate here, but generally. So by honoring Lord Indra, focusing on renewal and encouraging devotees burn. So this is from some from the ISKCON Tirupati. Focusing on renewal and encouraging devotees to burn unwanted items and habits for positive energy, often with grand celebrations, decorations, and spiritual discourses on the significance of cleansing and new beginnings. So what Bhogi means at ISKCON, this is honoring the deity Indra, the god of rain, for a bountiful harvest, symbolizing prosperity and good fortune, which aligns with spiritual abundance and renewal and cleansing. Similar to other Hindu traditions, ISKCON emphasizes the ritual of burning old items, Bogi Mantalu, or to discard negativity and welcome positive energy, connecting it to spiritual purification. So it marks the beginning of the 4 day Sankranti Pongal or festival, a major harvest celebration. Some ISKCON centers often host special events including kirtans, discourses, and Bhagavad Gita about renewal and decorating the temple with colorful rangolis and flowers, all centered around Krishna. And also, some homes and temples are adorned with columns and fresh flowers. Columns is the rangoli and fresh flowers. Devotees attend special programs, hear spiritual lectures, and participate in communal celebrations. Okay, this is the few things, and as you see in the pictures here, especially this kind of festivals, it can be very beautifully highlighted in the villages. So as I come from the village, personally, I have seen all, it is so auspicious. We used to accumulate all kinds of unwanted items in the home, either wood or the leaves or anything items, and then keep as a pile and put in front of the home. And then in case some children, they are very enthusiastic and then they go voluntarily collect some kind of the dry sugarcane leaves from the outside from the farms, and then they will pile up. So as a passionately they wanted to lit the fire. And in a street, all people in everyone's homes, in front of their home, they will put all of their items, which are unwanted items. They put a little fire, and then there is a little bit of competition to see whose fire is big. And then in a state, a continuous the flames at early morning to 2:30 early morning. So everyone wakes up and then they start this Bogi Mantalu. That is the fire. It is so beautiful festival, and then it starts on Bhogi. And the same day of the festival, and the families they celebrate for the forefathers who have left without getting married. So some of the forefathers, in the sense, in a family, either father brothers, so without getting married, if they have left their bodies, they're called viras, and the families worship, offering clothes, food items, and such kind of paraphernalia, remembering them. They pray to those forefathers. Okay, so that is one of the beautiful part of it. It's a Bhogi Mantalu, and it starts from today, and then it will go for next 4 days. Bhogi, Sankranti, Kanuma. So likewise. Okay, that is from the events perspective. Okay, apart from that, no other things. It is also called Lohri in northern India. There also it celebrates in the similar kind of uh, mode. Okay, that is from the events perspective. So for now, we shall move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, speaking to Lord Brahma and assuring him that Brahma would not be contaminated during his creation, though he creates so many living entities. And then the living entities would spread, lots of living entities by the mercy of the Lord, and Lord Brahma would not be contaminated by those living entities, or some of the living entities in the mode of goodness, some of them are mode of passion, some of the living entities in the mode of ignorance. Though Brahma creates, so Lord is assuring him that he will not be contaminated by passion and ignorance. Okay, so that beautifully he is explaining, and also he mentioned before that he says, "Oh Brahma, so once you are completely freed from mode of passion and ignorance, at that time you will be situate yourself in the transcendence, and then later on, once you leave this body, you will come back to me and enjoy in the spiritual opulences along with me." And then later on, he also saying these statements: when you create the living entities in the mode of passion and ignorance, you will not be contaminated. You are the first Rishi in this material world. Likewise, Lord is assuring to Brahma. Okay, we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, chapter 9, verse number 35. So yesterday's shloka, it is Nana karma vitanena praja bahvihi sisrukshataha Natmavasiditi asmimste varshiyan madanagraha. Okay, by my mercy, so you would expand this creation. Even though you create so many living entities, you will not be contaminated like that. He is mentioning now. Krishimabhyam na badnati papiyam swam rajo gunaham yenmanomayi nirbadham prajaha samsrujatopite Rishim Nabadhnati. Rishim, onto the great sage, Adhyam, the first of the kind in this world. Rishim Nabadhnati, and you will never encroaches. Badnat, you will never be entangled. Papiyan and vicious, Twam, yourself, Rajoganaha, by the material modes of passion. By the material mode of passion. Yanmanomayi nirbadham. How? Because he is completely absorbed his mind in the lotus feet of the Lord. Mayi, in me. Yanmanomayi nirbadham. Completely. Yanmanomayi nirbadham. Prajaha samsrujatopite. Samsrujata apite. And Prajaha is the progeny. And Samsujaha when he is generating, Api in spite of, so even though you are creating all the living entities, you will never be contaminated. You will never be uh, mm, entangled with them. So likewise, Lord is assuring to Brahma, because in the previously Yunjita karma shamalam chayada vijahyam. Oh, my dear Lord, I'm going to engage myself in creating this universe. So at that time, let me not entangle with this uh, karma shamalam. Okay, so this is Brahma's task. He is the first engineer. It is very difficult job, but he carries out perfectly by the mercy of the Lord. Madhanugraha. Okay, likewise, Lord is saying to Brahma here. ऋषिमाद्यं न बध्नाति पापयां स्वं रजोगुणः यन्मनोमयि निर्बद्धं प्रजाः संसृजतोऽपि ते. Translation. You are the original Rishi, and because your mind is always fixed on me, even though you will be engaged in generating various progeny, the vicious mode of passion will never encroach upon you. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Can I request Debashish Prabhuji to read the purport, please?
Krishna Prabhu. The same assurance is given to the Brahma in the second canto, chapter 9, verse 36. Being so favored by the Lord, Brahma's schemes and plans are all unfavorable. In sometimes Brahma is seen to be bewildered, as in the 10th canto, he is bewildered by seeing the action of the eternal potency. That is also for his further advancement in transcendental service. Arjuna is found to be similarly bewildered. All such bewilderment of the pure devotee of the Lord is specially meant for their future advancement in the knowledge of the Lord. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Very good.
Jai. Thank you, Prabhuji. So in this purport, so here the context is Brahma is now bewildered. So he was Yavan Mano Vachasutva Virarama Sakhinnavat. He is now bit perturbed, perplexed, and puzzled how he can create this material world after so much of penance. And then Lord has appeared to him and then saying that again you engage yourself. Ma Vedagarbhagastrindrim Sargabudhyamamavaha Tvanmayapaidam Higre Yenmam Pradayate Bhavan Bhuyestum Tapatishta Vidyam Chayo Madashriyam Tabhyam Antarhudi Brahman Lokan Drakshasi Apavrutan. You engage yourself again in the penance. You would see everything very clearly within your heart. Likewise, Lord is again mentioning. So there, Brahma is bit bewildered and perplexed. So here, Lord is giving assurance to Brahma. Similarly, in the second canto also, Srimad Bhagavatam, there Lord is speaking to Brahma that, oh Brahma, and this is part of the Chatashloki Bhagavata. Everyone's endeavor in this material world, they come to the point to until they find the absolute truth. That is, the Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then later on, they engage themselves in the devotional service. That is the ultimate point. Until that point, everyone are going through different kinds of varieties of sensual enjoyment. I wanted to find a job, whether I get a happiness or not. No. Whether I want to get married, do I have a happiness? No. You have got good children. Do you have happiness? No. And then I got a grandchildren, and then all of good property, wealth. Are you happy? No. So, and then still they are still searching for the happiness. And then they will come in contact with the devotees. They feel a little bit attracted initially, but it is very difficult for them to continue there. But again, they will go back to the again family. Again, once again they see the bitter truth from the again in another angle from the material side. Again they will come back, and then they will stay for a little bit more. Again they say it is a bit more difficult. Let me go back again and guys find something good. So meanwhile, families that may be a little bit of attraction things for him. Again, bitter truths because still facing, and then he'll come back to the Krishna consciousness finally, and then finds that lotus feet of Krishna is the ultimate thing. This is the fourth shloka of Chatishloki. एतावद्येव जिज्ञासं तत्त्वजिज्ञासुनात्मनः अन्वयव्यतिरेकाभ्यं यस्यात् सर्वत्र सर्वदा. Until that point, everyone's endeavor to search for the absolute truth. Okay, it keep on going. Etavad until that point. What is that one? Coming to Krishna consciousness. Find the lotus feet of the Lord. Then Dautatmaha. Dautatma Purusha Krishna Padamulam Namuncheti. Once he comes to the lotus feet of Krishna, he will never ever leave. Okay, so here Lord is assuring him. And then Etan Matam Samatishta Paramena Samadhina. Bhavan Kalpa Vikalpeshu na Vimuhiti Karihechet. Once you engage in self in such a way, Etan Matam Samatishta Paramena Samadhina. Paramena Samadhina. This is the ultimate Samadhina in complete absorption. Bhavan Kalpa Vikalpeshu na Vimuhiti. Either in the Kalpas and Vikalpas, na Vimuhiti, you will never be bewildered, Karihechet at any point of time. Lord gives assurance in the second canto, 9th chapter as well. So here, Brahma's schemes and plans are all infallible. But here, Lord gives in all kinds of knowledge. Jnanam paramuguhye me yed vijnana samanvitam sa rahasyam tarangam cha gruhana gaditam maya yavanaham yatabhavo yed drupa guna karmakaha Tadaiva tattva vijnanam astute madanugrahat. Everything, all the knowledge about Lord pastimes, qualities, everything will be revealed to the Brahma. Madanugraha, again by my mercy. So again there also Lord says, by my mercy. But what you need to do? Engage yourself. Bhuyestum tapatishta. Engage yourself in the austerities and penances. And then what is austerities and penances? Krishna again stresses that point that you do not have to go to somewhere in the forest. Stay in where you are. And then engage your duties perfectly, keeping absorbed in the devotional service. Absorb yourself in me. Again, there is a one beautiful part. Rupa Goswami also describes अनासक्तस्य विषयान् यथाहम् उपयुञ्जितः निर्बन्धे कृष्णसम्बन्धे निर्बन्धे कृष्णसम्बन्धे. Here also Brahma is mentioning, Lord is mentioning to Brahma, yan manomai nirbaddham, keeping only myself completely nirbaddham. And Rupa Goswami says, Anasaktasya Vishyan Yatarham Upayunjataha Nirbhande Krishna Sambhande Yukta Vairagyam Uchyate Nirbhande Krishna Sambhande. Everything with only Krishna. If it is not relating to Krishna, it is an illusion. Though it is everything connected to Krishna, but it appears that it is not connected to Krishna. That is illusion. So because of those reasons, keep all your activities like Nirbande Krishna Sambande. That is the reality. Nirbande Krishna Sambande. That is the only reality. Otherwise, Yata Bhaso Yata Tamaha. It is Abhasam. It is Tamaha, ignorance. Surutyardham Yat Pratiyeta Na Pratiyeta Chatmani Tad Bhijjat Atmamayam Yata Bhaso Yata Tamaha. Which is appearing that it is not related to Krishna, it is illusory thing. Okay, so here Lord is instructed to Brahma. Being favored by the Lord, Brahma's schemes and plans are all infallible. So if sometimes Brahma is seen to be bewildered, as in the 10th canto, he is bewildered by seeing the action of internal potency. That is also for his further advancement in transcendental service. Okay, this one when Brahma wanted to see why Krishna is, if he is Supreme Personality of Godhead, why he is having the rice balls in hand and eating with all the Gopa boys just like a small village boy? Likewise, he's thinking, how can he become a Supreme Personality of Godhead? Likewise, Brahma got bewildered. Though Brahma prayed to the Lord that, oh mighty Lord, please come and up into this material world and then remove the burden of the Mother Earth. Brahma's request. On that Brahma request, Lord has come. Now Brahma is getting bewildered. Will it be the Supreme Personality of Godhead? In order to test that, he has stolen all the Gopa boys and also the cows. And later on, Lord has showed his form, his internal potency. And then so it is kind of a Brahma's bewilderment, Brahma Vimohana Leela. That is also for Brahma's advancement in the transcendental service, so that he understands there are innumerable Brahmas, innumerable universes are there. And then we also get a chance to know one of the opulences of the Lord. Okay, so, and then further, similarly, the Arjuna is found to be similarly bewildered in the Kurukshetra battle. Though they all know Pandavas, they're all devotees of the Lord. Arjuna is the friend, Sakhya. And all such bewilderment of the pure devotees of the Lord is specifically meant for their further advancement in knowledge of the Lord, because they engage in the transcendental service. If sometimes we may be thinking that why this devotee is saying like that, why the devotee is doing like that, though he is engaged in the devotional service, though he is chanting, though he is following regulatory principles. These things happen, but that is for further advancement. It is a self journey within our heart, what it is happening to ourselves, because we are absorbing every, because all devotees are in Krishna consciousness only. This is for their further advancement in knowledge of the Lord. One should not be bewildered. Though things are happening, situate yourself. But however, you may be asking some kind of questions, but it will turn into a beautiful Leela of the Lord. Okay, this is for our remember later on. Okay, after if you just roll back a few years, once we become 80 years or 90 years old, whatever is happening now, then it is everything is a beautiful memories, remembering Krishna. Oh, this is the how the devotees is do. We have been thinking like that. This is everything is a pastime. Okay, likewise here, Prabhupada is describing here the bewilderment is also for further advancement in knowledge of the Lord. Here Lord is assuring Rishimadhyam na badnati papiyam swam rajogunaha yan manomai nirbaddham prajaha samsritopite. This rajoguna is the papiyam. Specifically, Lord is mentioning papiyam swam rajogunaha. So he good mode of ignorance, mode of passion, the sinful way of living. Sinful way of living. Again, in the Sudha Goswami, in the beginning, he also mentions Tada Rajistama Bhavaha Kamalobhadaishaye Cheta Yeter Anavidham Siddham Satye Prasidati. Siddham Satye Prasidati. When it happens, नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. Bhaktirbhavati naištiki. When we situated in the bhakti in this age of Kali, then what happens gradually? Tada rajaha tamo bhavaha kamalobhadayashaye cheta yeter anavidham. Anavidham means without being affected by this mode of ignorance and passion. Tada rajaha tamo bhavaha kamalobhadayashaye cheta yeter anavidham sitam satya prasidati. So here not only the Brahma, everyone who hold the devotion to Krishna, they're all Sitam Satya Prasidati. They will become Satya Prasidati. In the mode of goodness, they become completely satisfied. Prasidati. That is from here. Again, there are many things. Yogasya Lakshanam Vakche, Sabhijasya Nupatmaje, Mano Yenaiva Vidhina, Prasannam Yati Satpadam. When that is again, Kapil Bhagavan also describes Yogasya Lakshanam Vakshe Sabijasya Nupatmaje Mano Yenaiva Vidhina Prasannam Yati Satpadam. Prasannam, completely satisfied. That is Mano Yenaiva Vidhina, by following the Bhakti Yoga path. So here, Lord is assuring Brahma in the similar way. Okay. That is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Can I request all devotees kindly follow line by line to meditate on this shloka? Rishimadhyam na badhnati
ऋषिम् आद्यं न बध्नाति
papiyam swam rajo gunah
Papiyam
Yen Manomai Nirbadham
Yanmanomayi Nirbadham
Prajaha Samsrujatopite
Prajaha Samritopite
Samsrujatopite
संसृजतोऽपि ते
Srishimadhyam Nabadnati
ऋषिमाद्यं न बध्नाति
Papiyam Swam Rajo Gunaha
Papiyam Tvam Rajogunaha
संसृजतोऽपि
Yen Manomai Nirbadham
यन्मनोमयि
Yanmanomayi Nirbadham
Prajaha Samsrujatopite.
Prajaha
प्रजाः
Samsritopite
संसृजतोऽपि
Once more. Rishimadhyam Nabadnati
Rishimadyam
ऋषिमाद्यं न बध्नाति
Nabadante
Papiyam Swam Rajo Gunaha
Papiyam
पापीयां स्वां
Swam
रजोगुणः
Rajoguna
Yen Manomai Nirbadham
यन्मनोमयि
Yanmanomayi
निर्बन्धं
Nirbadham
Prajaha Samsrujatopite.
प्रजाः
Praja
संसृजतोऽपि ते
Samsrijatopite.
Very beautiful. Can I request devotees kindly take your turn to recite one by one? Saranya Mataji, would you like to go first?
हरे कृष्ण ऋषिमाद्यं न बध्नाति पापीयां स्वां रजोगुणः यन्मनोमयि निर्बन्धं प्रजाः संसृजतो अपि ते
Okay. Say Nirbadham.
निर्बन्धम्
Would you like to go again, Mataji?
ऋषिमाद्यं न बध्नाति पापीयां स्वां रजोगुणः यन्मनोमयि निर्बन्धं हरे कृष्ण प्रभु
Nirbadham.
निर्बन्धम् ओके यन्मनोमयि निर्बन्धं प्रजाः संसृजतोऽपि ते
Okay. Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Radha Sekar Mataji, would you like to go?
ऋषिम् आद्यं न बध्नन्ति प्राप्यं स्वं रजोगुणः तन्मनोमयि निर्बन्धं प्रजः संसृजादपि ते
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Jahnakanya Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Rishimadhyam Badhnati Papisyam Tvam Rajogunaha Yanmanomayi Nirbadham Praja Samsrijatopiti Toapiti.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Asha Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. ऋषिम् आद्यं न पत्नादि पापियां स्थिवां रजो गुणः यन्मनोभयि निर्बद्धं प्रजाः संसृजदोभिदे.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Jai Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you. Rishim Adyam na Badhnati Papiyam Stvam Rajogunaha Yanmanomai Nirbadham Prajaha Samsrijato Apite. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Debashish Prabhuji.
Give it try. Rishi Adham na Badhanti Papiyam Tamam Rajogunaha Yam Janmam Maya Nirbadham Rajan Mastayopite.
Very nice. Thank you, Prabhuji. Sanjita Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. ऋषिम् आद्यं न बध्नाति पापीयं स्त्वं रजोगुणः यन्मयोमयि निर्बद्धं प्रजाः संसृजतोऽपि ते.
Mataji, we couldn't hear Mataji. Would you like to?
Okay. Rishim, can you hear?
Yes, little
Yeah.
bit, Mataji.
Okay, I don't know, something wrong with the mic then. Rishim Adyam na Badhnati. Can you hear, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji, yes.
Okay. Rishim Adyam na Badhnati Papiyam Stvam Rajo Gunaha Yan Mano Mai Nirbadham Prajaha Samsrijatopite. Hare Krishna.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Usha Mataji, please.
Yes, Hare Krishna. ऋषिमाद्यं न बध्नाति पापीयं स्वं रजोगुणः यन्मनो मयि निर्बद्धं प्रजाः संसृजतोऽपि ते.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Karangi Mataji, please.
ऋषि अद्यं न बध्नाति पापीयं संरजो गुणः यन्मनोमयि निर्बद्धं प्रजः संसृजतोऽपि. Hare Krishna.
Very beautiful, very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Prabhavati Sachi Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Rishimadyam na badnati papiyam swam rajo gunaha yanmano mayi nirbaddham prajaha samsajato pite.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Would you like to read the translation as well, Mataji?
Okay, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Translation. You are the original Rishi, and because your mind is always fixed on me, even though you will be engaged in generating various progeny, the vicious mode of passion will never encroach upon you. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
Thank you, Mataji. That is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Rishimadhyam na badhnati papayam svam rajo gunaha yanmanomai nirbadham prajaha samsrijatopite. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Special notice Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. Today letter to Karandara, February 15th, 1971, Gorakhpur. Okay. Can you request Radha Sekha Mataji if available to read this letter?
Prabhu, I don't think it's going to be
Yes,
practical.
sure, Mataji. That's fine. Thank you. Prabhavati Sachi Mataji, would you like to read?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. My dear Karandara, please accept my blessings. I am in due receipt of your letter dated 24th January 1971 and noted the contents. I was very glad to initiate Sandy, and her spiritual name is now Srimati Kanta Devidasi. I have sent reply to her letter and her beads duly chanted by separate post. They should be arriving soon. I have also sent many other sets of beads and letters in the same package, and I think you can more easily distribute them to their respective temples than we are able to do from here in India, where things are costly to send by airmail. I am expecting to return to the States sometimes by the end of March, so I think you may inform all the temple presidents that prospective initiations may wait until that time. In the meantime, however, if you see fit, you may offer the second initiation to Sriman Yashodanandana Das Brahmachari and encourage him to open a nice center in Quebec. That will be great. That will be great service, and I know he is very enthusiastic devotee. So, if you have got the copy of the Gayatri tape, you may conduct the ceremony according to the instructions. If you do not have the full set of instructions, let me know and I will have Devananda write them up for you. I have received one letter from Dai Nippon in which they confirm our calculation of money deposited with our Bhaktivedanta book fund deposit. So your calculation as I have pointed out, is short by $500. I do not know how this error has crept in any way. Things are in our favor. Hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever will wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada ki jai. P.S. Have you deposited Sai's contribution in my checking account or not? On hearing from you, I shall issue the check to Hamilton's whose house we are purchasing. That's it, Prabhuji. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Any takeaway points, Mataji, from here?
In this letter, Srila Prabhupada is mentioning mainly about the initiation of the devotees. One of the Mataji and her name also, initiated name. And also he is mentioning about her name is Srimati Kanta Devidasi. So also he is mentioning about the beads which when we take initiation, the practice is the guru will chant first in the beads, and those beads will be given to the devotees, whoever is taking initiation. So Srila Prabhupada is mentioning here that those chanted beads by Srila Prabhupada is sent separately by the post. I think what I understood in this letter, those days Srila Prabhupada was not able to travel and personally initiate the devotees. He used to do that by post also. And he's mentioning that they will be arriving soon. And also he's mentioning here there will be, he's sending other beads also in the same package. We can see how Srila Prabhupada was managing everything so nicely, even economizing everything rather than sending separately. He was trying to send together so that they can be distributed. Then another thing he's also mentioning here, going to states kind of March month. And also he's informing that the temple president, what I understood, he is either they can wait for until Srila Prabhupada will arrive there for initiation, or there is a brahmachari who was waiting for second initiation, but the initiation should be given as per the instructions Srila Prabhupada has given to them. If he was comfortable, Srila Prabhupada was advising him to give the second initiation. Otherwise, he was asking him to take further instructions. And also, what I understood here, he's mentioning about the Gayatri mantra also. It has to be chanted properly, so there should not be any mistakes. So, he's asking about the copy of the Gayatri mantra. And Srila Prabhupada is mentioning about the opening the new center. The brahmachari who was supposed to be taking Sriman Yashoda Nandana Das Prabhuji, who was very enthusiastic, and he was thinking if he can open a center, that will be very nice. So in this letter, we can see this Prabhupada is addressing the word enthusiasm. So what I understand is devotee should be always enthusiastic. So then everything will fall in place. If they lose the enthusiasm, then we will lose everything. I think that's what I understood. And also he's mentioning about some shortage of money. I didn't understand quite well, Prabhuji, about this. I think the Bhaktivedanta book fund deposit. So when he's calculating, he found shortage of $500. So we can see how Srila Prabhupada was very accurate and very particular in each and everything, management wise also. I think that's what I can see. There is a lot to learn from him. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Hari Bol. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Very nicely explained. Okay, any other comments, dear devotees, you wanted to add in this letter? Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. Okay, so all those instructions needs to be followed. Okay, and from the announcements point of view, so today is Tuesday, so teaching practice session at 8 p.m. with Hemlata Mataji. Okay, that is our upcoming event apart from our daily event, the evening japa session at 6:30 p.m. Okay, that is from the events perspective, and from the updates perspective on the fundraising for different services. I have shared that one in the WhatsApp. By giving this, so devotees, if you're contributing, kindly use only the given references only in the comments section while you are transferring. At that time, in the reference, you would be typing only those words so that it will be allocated corresponding to corresponding service. Okay, that is the thing. And with regards to the when is the project end dates means, like for example, Hebrew cows or ISKCON Hebrew cows. What is the end date? That dates will be communicated shortly after speaking to Prabhavati Mataji and Bipin Bihari Prabhuji for historical when that date to be end date to be project. I mean for the fundraise. So those dates will be communicated, and for other things like the Manar services and Soho temple service, they have got enough time. And also, but weather base also requires not weather. Zoom is to be that one also will be communicated. Weather base may be little bit. There is no set time for it, but we will communicate the dates when are the project end dates or fundraise project end date. Okay, but auspicious days are to contribute on Ekadasi days before you break the fast, because during that time you are following the austerity vows, Ekadasi Vrata. It is auspicious to do, that is Deshakala Vibhagavad. Deshakala Patrecha. Krishna says, on those times, Deshakala Patrecha. Okay, so that is before you break the fast and Dwadasi, kindly do that contributions on those dates, sorry, on that timings. Okay, so we have got 25 Ekadasis in a year. We got opportunities somewhere or other, maybe even a pound, as tiny as possible. Then we will make our austerities and charities will be completely transcendental for Krishna's sake. Okay, that is a few updates from me and dear devotees. If you have got any updates or any comments, any other thoughts, kindly let me know. Hare Krishna. So all devotees are in agreement with that one. So
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I'm sorry, I have not read the WhatsApp that you might have sent. I don't know when you sent.
yeah, that's all right, Mataji. We'll have one more day to think of it.
Okay, yeah. It was just something about if devotees focus on some charities and not the other, what happens to those? So that's one question I had. Thank you.
That's all. So whatever the fund raised for that service, it will go to only that service. We do not mix with them.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
So devotees' interest must be preserved. And also there is emergency fund in case devotees contribute with a different references, something like that. It will be moved into emergency pot. Okay, that is for the future reference. By any that happens by any mistake, something like that. Otherwise, all funds are allocated only for the corresponding projects. And whenever it is manner and so, because various services are there, again priority is mentioned. So about those within the manner, Narasimha Chaturdasi, and also Gaura Purnima, Vyasa Puja, and then altar. If there are 1,000 pounds comes, then one service takes the high priority, next one, and then we distribute based on the priority. If it is 800, first service goes, and then rest of the 500 pounds for the first one. Next 300 will be distributed to these rest of the 3 services, like that. Okay, thank you so much. That are from the update side from me. And if you have got any thoughts later on, kindly text me. I may not be available on the calls. Kindly text me. Okay, that's all from me. If you're all happy, then we shall conclude and continue with further japa. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय।
Jai Shri Prabhupada ki jai.
Krishna conscious day, everyone.
Amen.
जय श्री कृष्ण
Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda